Hey guys, welcome to my channel Miss Recap. Today I'm going to explain 2021 adventure comedy crime movie called Cruella. In 1964, a young girl named Stella was born with her hair half black and half white. She has always had a creative passion and a rather feisty personality. Her mother Catherine notices and nicknames her Cruella. Catherine brings Estella to a private school where she promises to behave. However, the other children mock her because of her hair, and her only friend is another girl named Anita. Along with a dog she finds and names Buddy. After causing much mischief throughout her time at the school, Estella expelled. Catherine laments their situation and goes to ask for help from her employer, who is hosting a winter ball at their estate, Hellman Hall. Catherine instructs Stella to stay in the car, but she steps out for a moment to observe the party. Stella and Buddy sneaks into the mansion, where Stella, who has always had a love for fashion, is in awe of all the gowns and dresses at the ball. Unfortunately, Buddy gets out, and after Stella chases after him, she is found by a valet named John. Stella escapes him, and Buddy is chased by three vicious dalmatians. Estella runs outside, where Catherine is talking to her employer, Baroness von Hellman. The Dalmatians run past Stella and pounce on Catherine hard enough to push her over the edge of a cliff to her death, which Stella witnesses. The partygoers go outside to see what happened, with the Baroness lying and claiming that Catherine was trying to accost her for money. Stella runs with Buddy and travels in a garbage truck. Stella makes it to Regent's Park in London, where she had wanted to go with her mother, and she realizes that she is missing the necklace her mother had given her to hold on to. She falls asleep by the fountain and is found the next morning by two delinquent boys, brothers Horace and Jasper Batten, along with their dog Wink. They are trying to swipe from the fountain. When they meet Stella, Jasper determines that she does not have a family, and the three run away together. When an officer catches them, Stella joins the boys at their hideout, and Jasper tells Horace that they should keep her around because having a girl might make her seem like an innocent distraction to people. They plan to rob. Stella dyes her hair to go along with the schemes and unrecognizable. 10 years later, Stella continues to pull off crimes with Horace and Jasper to support themselves, plus Buddy and Wink. Stella also continues to work on her fashion ideas. On Stella's birthday, the brothers surprise her with a job for the Liberty department store downtown. Since Jasper had noticed her always staring at the place, she is very grateful to them. Stella begins working at the Liberty as a cleaning woman for a rotten boss named Gerald. He never gives Stella a chance to present her ideas and treats her awfully. Horace and Jasper brings her lunch, and Horace thinks the place can be robbed. But Stella wants to work honestly, only to have the trash she is taking out get poured onto her when the bag rips open. Gerald then brings her back in and tells her to clean overnight. She steals a liquor bottle from his office that night and goes to the window display, which Stella finds hideous. Stella wakes up hungover by the window with Horace, Jasper, and other patrons, seeing the display which Stella changed radically to appear more to her style. Gerald sees and prepares to fire Stella until he is informed that the Baroness, who owns the store, is arriving. Stella hides with Horace and Jasper, who proceed to nick Gerald's wallet and grab a few goodies. The Baroness asks who did the window display, which she actually likes. Gerald says that Stella is the culprit and is being fired, but she instead tells her assistant Jeffrey to give Stella her business card. Stella runs off with the balloons in celebration of moving on up. Stella begins to work at the house of Baroness, coming up with dress ideas and designs. She sees very quickly that the Baroness is a cold and soulless woman. She only critiques the work of her employers and has rather sociopathic tendencies, such as using a razor to cut the sleeves of Stella's design and not care when she accidentally nicks Stella's hand. After work, she stops by a shop operated by a man named Artie, who quickly befriends Stella since she likes his fashion sense. She also notices a red dress made by the Baroness in the window. Throughout her time working, Stella shows the Baroness that she truly does have a talent for fashion. However, Stella changes her tune towards the Baroness when she sees that she is wearing her mother's necklace despite the Baroness claiming it is a family heirloom. When she tells Stella that a former employer tried to rope her and then fell off a cliff, Stella begins to feel pure hatred for the Baroness. Stella brings the news to Horace and Jasper, seeing it as an opportunity to pull off a heist, especially seeing as how the Baroness is set to host an upcoming gala. Stella memorizes the Baroness's schedule and how the guards work and move around to plan for their heist. She knows that she will be recognized if she tries to attend, but she knows someone who can arrive on the night of the gala. Horace and Jasper sneak into the building under the guise of pest exterminators, using Wink as a fake rat. Jasper then makes his way to the security cameras as the heist commences. Stella leaves her wig off and retains her natural hair, showing up in disguise as Cruella and wearing the Baroness's dress she saw in Artie's shop. She stuns everyone in attendance, including the typically unimpressed Baroness. Also viewing and astonished is Anita, who is a journalist and recognizes Stella from her hair. Stella subdues the Baroness's guard before having a seat with the Baroness. When Horace approaches the safe with the necklace, he finds it empty, and Stella sees that the Baroness is wearing it. Just as the Baroness realizes Cruella is trespassing, Jasper sets off some rats into the party, causing a distraction that allows Stella to snatch the necklace off the Baroness and give it to Buddy. Unfortunately, the Baroness's dalmatians come out and one of them swallows it. After trying to take it back from Buddy, Stella sees that the Baroness is using a whistle to control the dogs, which is what she also used when Catherine died, means the Baroness deliberately calls upon her dogs to kill Catherine. After their truck is towed, Stella hotwires a car to get away with a balloons and their dogs. Stella stops and cries over the fact that her boss murdered her mother. The next morning, Stella is still acting as her Cruella persona, ordering Horace and Jasper to steal the Baroness's dogs, so one of them can possess the necklace. Stella then goes off to Anida's place, still as Cruella, and asks her to get the word out about her personal exploits. Meanwhile, Horace and Jasper find the Dalmatians as they are being given baths, and they use Wing as bait to get them to come out before taking them away in a van. Cruella soon begins to crash many more events held by the Baroness, and with Anita covering it in the paper, Cruella becomes a fashion sensation, completely upstaging and overshadowing the Baroness. She grows more and more agitated, even firing her lawyer Roger for failing to have Cruella arrested, then instructs Stella to come up with a new design for an upcoming spring collection presentation. Stella orders a special material and creates the dress, which the Baroness is clearly impressed by, although she plans to take credit for it. Stella has Horace and Jasper sneaks into the house of Baroness and create a commotion to make it appear as the Cruella tired to break in, leading the Baroness to have her dresses stored inside a top secret vault. Back at home, Stella's increasingly arrogant behavior has begun to put a strain on her relationship with Horace and Jasper. The Baroness holds her spring collection show, but when they open the vault, a swarm of moths fly out, having torn through almost all the dresses. This is because the material with which Stella made her dress were special cocoons. Outside, Horace and Jasper, accompanied by Artie, put on a real show, where Artie sings "I Wanna Be Your Dog," and Cruella emerges with a dress made of Dalmatian fur, leading the Baroness to think that Cruella killed her dogs. When Stella returns home, she finds Horace and Jasper tied up with the Baroness and her henchmen, having deducted that Cruella is Stella. The henchmen grab Stella and tie her to a chair. Stella fires back that she knows the Baroness killed her mother, but by her words she is implied to have killed others. When she does not immediately know who Stella is talking about, she leaves Stella plus Buddy and Wing to burn. But Stella sees a mysterious figure coming to get her. The place burns down and word spreads that Cruella has died. Stella wakes up in John's house, along with Buddy and Wing. He brings her Catherine's necklace and lets her know that it has been thoroughly bleached, which to Stella's surprise contained a key to a box Inside the box is a birth certificate of Estella's. John then reveals that the Baroness is Stella's true biological mother. Although the Baron did want children, the Baroness thought being a mother would hinder her success, so she ordered John to have the baby killed after she was born. But he instead found Catherine and gave Stella to her so she can be raised properly. Stella is in disbelief and runs away. Stealing a motorcycle from the delivery boy, she rides back to Regent's Park, where she addresses the space as Catherine. While she is in disbelief at being lied to about Catherine not being her mother, she still viewed her as such and now decides to embrace her new identity as Cruella. Stella gets a truck and bursts through the front of the police station, then sets wing inside to get a key to Horace and Jasper's cell. Although they break out, they are still mad at Stella for how she treated them. After she tells them about the Baroness being her real mother, they go back to John's home, where she says that Horace and Jasper are her family. Then they gather to come up with a final plan to bring down the Baroness, and Stella later goes to Artie for help as well. Horace comes back with the Baroness's Panther Devil car, and Stella likes the sound of the name. The Baronesses host another ball, where all in attendance are wearing wigs to honor Cruella. Stella grabs a pin and pokes the Baroness, distracting her. Long enough to grab her dog whistle, she uses it to bring the Dalmatians outside by the cliffside. Horace, Jasper, Artie, and John gather people to start heating outside. Stella gets Dalmatians to obey her and reveals to the Baroness that she is her daughter. The Baroness once again takes credit for Stella's talent and pretends to want to take over the business alongside her. She approaches her as if to hug her, but instead pushes Stella over the edge. This is witnessed by everyone just as the police arrive, and the Baroness is unable to cover it up. Luckily, Stella prepared for this, and she uses a parachute to stop her fall, and the Baroness is being arrested. Cruella arrives, once again surprising everyone. Stella, through narration, reveals that she is bequeathed her will to Cruella, knowing that Baroness would try to kill her, which now leaves her with her mother's fortune. Cruella holds a funeral for Stella, then take Horace and Jasper plus Buddy, Fink, and the newly adopted Dalmatians back to the state. Together with John and Artie as part of the team, Cruella tells the brothers that she has some big plans in store. Cruella leaves a Dalmatian puppy named Pongo at Roger's home and another named Perdita at Anida's home. Roger, who has now become a songwriter, begins to write Cruella's iconic theme song. The movie ends here. Thanks for watching. If you like it, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel.